Hi, Director Ramona. I'm so happy that you decided to sit down with me because you didn't have to. So thank you for that. So just in case you guys don't know, this is our international director, Ramona Baylor, and she decided to come to our conference right here at Charlotte, North Carolina. So we're geeked, we're happy, we're privileged, we're loved. But today we want to show some love for our hero because that is our theme this year is heroes. So she is a District 37 hero. So, Ramona, can you tell us a little bit about why you came to Toastmasters and who were you before you were a Toastmaster? Sure. Well, I came to Toastmasters about a year after I retired from the United States Army, 21 and a half years. That's who I was before Toastmasters. I say thank you for your service. You can say thank you. Yes, you can. And interestingly enough, I had not been Toastmasters in the military. I don't know why. Maybe I was moving so fast. I just didn't hear. But very happy to have heard about Toastmasters when I worked at the Environmental Protection Agency and Research Triangle Park in 2012. Okay. I joined Toastmasters in 2013 after the HR director had said, "Hey, come to a meeting." Took one meeting. And you were based on my military background, very sure I felt very welcome. And here we are, 13 years later. Wow, that is a great story. So everybody has a similar story. Like I heard of Toastmasters, or I did hear about Toastmasters, didn't have time, and then finally I had time, and I joined and got hooked. So what hooked you into Toastmasters? Well, the first thing that hooked me was what I talked about today was connection. The minute I walked in the door, I didn't know the individuals except for the one HR person that had invited me, Corey Perry. Well, I think she has a married name now. But there were engineers, scientists, entrepreneurs, mothers, people from all backgrounds, and I felt welcome. Someone said, "Hey, come sit by me." Showed me the agenda, what the meeting was going to be like, was kind of whispering what the flows were, and then the follow up and the follow. Now that is interesting. No, everybody talks about the connection and how it's the follow up. And anytime you come in an organization, you want to feel like we say this at our church. You want to get people to come back. You got to make them feel like they matter when they're there. So this made you feel like you matter. Like really, really made you feel like Mona, you mattered. Well, the one person that sticks out to me, and I hope that she will see this somehow, some way, was Allison Peake. She was the president at the time. Okay. She made me feel welcome, and because of her leadership, her team knew exactly what to do. BPM, I'm not even sure if it was the BPM. Some officer sat beside me and was just very attentive, but I attribute it to her, and I attribute a lot of things to her because she was talking about chancellorship, distinguished master. Then I saw an area director myself. Sure. So based on her leadership, I then sought other avenues and other directions in Toastmasters. That's interesting. So earlier today we had an open house, and Toastmaster Glenn was talking about mentorship and how that mentorship brings value when you share what you know with other people. What is your goal to sharing your knowledge and building your legacy doing this? My goal with mentorship, and I teach Glenn and many Toastmasters around the world, that is the key to Toastmasters. We need to unlock it every single time we go into a meeting or have an interaction with a conference or with your like test. And so what I would like to do is just anytime I connect with someone and I really connect, give them my phone number, give them my card, and maybe there will be a mentorship relationship. Maybe there won't. Just so they know someone's here. Well, I'm going to take that card because I'm going to use it. Okay. So I just want y'all to know this is mine. So you go find yours. But so it was something in the house that you said during your speech today that really caught my attention. You said it's not about being the best person in the room, but about being better than your last speech. And we've heard it a different way, being better than you were yesterday. Can you talk about that more? Yes, I can. So the one thing that you'll get on Toastmasters is that confidence. And interestingly enough, there's a lady behind us that both guys. She's next. I still have to read, but she's talking about there's already inside of you. It's not that you go learn it or find it. It's already there. Expect yourself to bring that out. And that's what I was talking about. Like, don't compare yourself to Andrea or David or whatever. Just go there and know that you're going to be your best self. And then the next time you go, you're going to get a little bit better. And then 5 years from now, wow.
Look at the transformation.
That is great because when I first came in Toastmasters, although I had been speaking, I was nowhere where I am today. And I didn't have that confidence that I have today. And I attribute that to Toastmasters. And can you tell me a little bit about how Toastmasters have helped you in your career?
Most definitely. So again, I joined Toastmasters a year after I retired from the United States Army. Went straight into the federal government. So you can only recognize or understand that
Full transition.
vocabulary, military, which I love, but I couldn't use that vocabulary.
My daughter always talks about you civilians. You don't understand.
Instead of the federal government. So it helped me articulate, speak professional, able to reach my audience. And I was in a new area. I had never been. So helped with that and helped me with interview skills. I definitely got more jobs, more promotions. I was able to transition into being a administrative person to an HR specialist, to an HR generalist, to an HR supervisor, to an HR manager. Because of Toastmasters, I felt I did have plenty of confidence coming out the book prepared. I felt also I could feel pretty good. But Toastmasters helped me grow in my professional career. And I have to give them the credit. Most of the credit. You gotta do the work.
Right, you got to do the work. Now, this is something interesting because you're talking about, and I just said all day until that. But when you did that transition and you said you had the confidence and you had it inside of you, what was that one thing that you found that you learned in Toastmasters that as our next person is talking about that gap? What was that gap for you that Toastmasters did?
What Toastmasters feel? And that's a really good question. 'Cause I'm trying to find that answer right now. Like, what was the gap?
That was a whole table topics question.
I think the gap was for me was learning how to listen.
Mm,
Listening to others, but listening to yourself. And again, to your inner self. So I'm pointing back at her because I have to still read her book. I'm excited. But learning how to listen and slow down. And then when you're ready, and we heard it today, just take those little steps. Keep moving forward.
I love that. So if you had to tell somebody today why they should join Toastmasters, can you look in the camera and tell them?
Yes, you should join Toastmasters because one, it will transform your life as it has transformed me. 13 years ago, I didn't know that I would be on the board of directors, and you don't have to be. You can be in the club and be a club officer, an area director, but just know it will transform your life personally, professionally, intellectually, spiritually. I can keep going, but it will change your life. Make a decision and join Toastmasters now.
Thank you. And if they wanted to keep in touch with you, how can they get in touch with you?
Yes, so I'm Ramona Baylor at Toastmasters.org. I'm on the Toastmasters International website on the board of directors. Look me up, hit my bio.
It has been a pleasure meeting you in person and being able to interview today. So, once again, this is one of our Toastmaster heroes for District 37, and we are out.